What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, and these two buffoons doing something with their hands are my co-hosts, Josh and I'm Luke. But today, guys, we are joined by a very special guest. Long time coming. We've been wanting to have this man on. He's the multi-sport phenom. He has the Stretch 4 podcast with Blue Wire Pods. He does NBA player props with the Action Network and NBA and fantasy football with the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and he is also NBA and NFL over at Fantasy Pros. What is up, Dan?
Sorry, guys. My internet just decided to bug out on me for a second. I
apologize. Good time. Great timing.
I missed the best intro probably that I've received.
So good.
Oh, it
was a really good intro. Please go back and rewatch it. Yes. But look, you chimed in at the perfect moment. You know,
we called you a multi-sport phenom.
Wow. Damn. Well, let me live up to those expectations. Thank you for that glorious intro. Great to be on, guys. I've been watching your show for a while from a distance. Been talking to JL a lot, and we were talking about it before the show. Simon, I know we met on Clubhouse some time ago, and I gotta say, Josh probably has the best energy level of anyone I've seen on Twitter. If I can only match that pitch, dude, this is a W.
Let's go.
Just posting his feet like no problem at all. Just casually posting his feet in threads.
They look even more grosser. I cut up my feet playing volleyball, believe it or not. But we don't have to get into that. Let's get into backpacks, right?
Josh is injured, but he's still coming for the W today.
Still here.
Guys, if you do not follow Dan on Twitter either, go ahead. You can find all of the things I listed, all the places where you can find him. He's even got a link tree in his bio for you to make it super easy. He's on Twitter at Dan Titus. Easy to remember, Dan Titus. So go and give that man a follow. And Dan, did I notice that you are verified on Twitter now?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Fancy.
I'm gonna call it a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, but I don't know. I'll leave that to the Twitter gods.
Own it,
man.
Own it.
I like to consider myself a lucky person, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than skilled. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it works out both ways, right? So I'll take a little bit of both. And but yeah,
I think honestly, you have a lot of skill though.
I appreciate it, Josh. Preach.
JL alluded to it, but we are now an official backpack stream. We only talk about backpacks. Some of Scott's comments, they disappeared from the chat, so I can't put them on the screen, but he came in just saying he's looking at the Carhartt backpack. He loves it. So anyone has any more opinions on the Carhartt backpack, let us know so Scott can make that official decision. Rum Boys in the chat says, Dan, what's up?
What up, Robbie?
What's up, Robbie? Glad to have you in here. Joey wants to know, what about hobo packs? We're more of a satchel kind of crew over here. I'm not sure Scott's going to be rocking that. And Scott says, start the show early. How does 3 minutes late sound? Is that okay?
Compromise.
Basically early.
Early.
And Craig coming in here, the philosophy early, says, okay, so lack of sleep and more time to think got me here. FYF crew today. My question to you is, do you think that humans are an invasive species that are destroying the planet?
Yes. Next question.
This is intense, Craig. This is intense. Simon and I were talking about before the stream. We agree.
Yeah, if you don't know, Craig just had a baby 2 or 3 days ago, so he's definitely entering the delirium state of lack of sleep.
Well, he could also be concerned about the baby's future.
Yeah, Dan knows.
Like about the planet. He's like, what is this planet going to be like for my baby? Are we destroying the planet?
We're doomed, dude. We're My kid's already
going to make it worse. Should I be bringing a human being into this world? I don't know.
What has this show become?
My dad said to me on the phone the other day, I was talking to him, and I forget what we were talking about, but he said, Simon, because I'm telling you, not in my lifetime, but in your lifetime.
Do the accent.
He says, he says, not in my lifetime, but in your lifetime. He goes, in your lifetime? Yeah, that's how my Dutch father talks. Imagine very serious, dry European. That's my father. But he said, in your lifetime, the world is going to be a very place, and I'm glad I'm not going to be around for it. And I was like, oh my God, or something along those lines. Jeez. If you're watching, Dad, chime in the comments and let me know what the exact wording was. But something about it being it's going to be a scary place for me.
Jan.
So that's where we're at.
Things are going to
on
change.
A high note. Back to backpacks and then on to fantasy. Craig says, I appreciate your question, Scott. Or Craig, I appreciate your question, but how does it relate to putting items in a sack like object to carry them from place to place? Yeah, we got to stay on topic here. We got 100% stay on topic. And Craig said it's a heavy emotional toll to carry these thoughts. Joey says get a backpack for him. There we go. It's all coming full
It's
circle.
a great suggestion.
We got a trade question in here. Which side would you prefer half PPR?
Yes.
Chubb and Hines or Jefferson and Carson?
Oh,
Dan,
no.
we'll come to you first. What do you think about this one? Which side would you take?
I'm taking Jefferson and Carson on that one, man. I just love the upside of Jefferson. And I think you got a pretty stable floor with Chris Carson, what you're getting. I mean, it's the Seattle offense. Yeah, Russ is opening up the playbook a little bit more, but I think that's a pretty rock solid low-end RB1, high-end RB2 that you can grab there. I think that's way better upside than Nyheim Hines, who's easily the worst player in this trade.
Yep, I 100% agree with you. You broke it down. Give me the Jefferson and Carson side. It's not particularly – I love Nick Chubb, but you're getting two awesome pieces that you can use as opposed to just Chubb and maybe something that could be a flex. Maybe
right, and Chubb in the passing game, nah, he's not really a factor there. Maybe they open up a little bit more, but he's just not.
He's not.
With Kareem Hunt, they have no need to with Kareem Hunt there. There's absolutely no need. Not that he's incapable, but I think there's no need for that. Scott Fish saying if you rearrange the letters in poll perception, you get backpack chat. Yep, checks out. No one fact check them. What's up, Sully? Welcome in. Burner's in here. What's up, Burner? Glad to have you in. And he says, as captain, and just as I captain this company to revenue and success, so captain this chat to a wonderful Tuesday. Welcome in, Captain. Anthony says, party time. Welcome in. And Anthony wants to know, why does Titus have the jersey hanging so high behind him? Get that shit on the floor. He's making fun of me.
Damn.
You gotta pull a Simon. You see Simon here with this Amari Cooper jersey.
Anthony coming in with the fire.
I meant to ask that. Why is it Cooper on the ground? I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I'm obviously hold on.
They're all on the ground.
Let me rep my squad here. He deserves to be on the ground, but yeah, just wondering.
I haven't hung these up yet.
That DJ is fresh, though.
I love it. DJ Moore and Amari Cooper are two of my favorite players in the NFL.
Probably dusty. It's been on the ground for like 6 months.
It's so dusty. It's disrespectful. I just got to paint my office before I hang them, and I keep putting that off. Scott said, Dan, you think Josh's energy now? Wait until after the show. That's when the shirt comes
off. I don't know what he's talking about.
And Scott said just followed him, and Anthony as well. So Titus is verified. He just earned a follow. Man, you are getting the follows in there. And Jay saying he takes full credit for your verification. It happened after he booked you for the show. All
facts.
Can't dispute it. Can't dispute it.
He is a Giants fan, but that's okay. I respect him. Love him anyway.
Cloven here says something to stop me from working on classes. Thank the gods. That's what we're here for every day. That afternoon procrastination break. And Rum Boys Fantasy Network saying, rocking my Hakuna Matata socks. No worries in the chat.
Ooh.
It's a solid Tuesday. And Jay said, Robbie, what up? And he said, oh, we're screwed. Is he talking about Jay? Just Jay coming in with the hello says we are screwed in here. Okay, guys, we are playing some poll perception today. Before we do that, I want to remind everyone watching, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. It means a ton to us, and you can make sure you never miss another episode of our show again. Every day, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And if that's not enough, on Friday nights at 5 p.m. on the FanDuel Twitch, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, you can catch us for another hour of fantasy football game show fun. Okay, guys. Before we get started, Josh, I know you need to know the rules, so I'm going to run through them.
Please.
Poll perception works like this. I found 7 polls before we started. They're either trade polls, who would you rather have on your roster polls, or just general fantasy football polls. I will ask one of you, let's say Josh, what percentage of people chose Saquon Barkley over DeAndre Hopkins? You'll give me a percentage.
65.
He said 65%. I'll then go to Dan and JL, who will guess over whether the actual answer is over or under Josh's guess. They will get 2 points if they correctly predict the over-under, and Josh will get points based on how close he is to the actual answer, with a maximum of 10 for getting it exactly right. After 2 full rounds like this, each of you guys going twice, we will go into the 7th and final round, where you will all write down or have written on your phone somewhere the actual percentage that you think for this poll. Whoever's closest gets 5 points. And again, if you nail it exactly right, you get 10. After these 7 rounds, the person with the most points is our poll perception champion on this Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. The most important game of poll perception going on today.
The most important.
Absolutely. Hey, I think I got the rules down a little bit that time.
You got
it? I feel like
you finally got
I don't know
it?
if they're going to stay with me, but we'll see. You're going to have to tell me next time.
What's the overall track record here? Who's the real champ in the building?
Oh, we really got to go back and track them.
If I had to guess, I would say Josh has won the most times.
What?
I don't
That
know.
would just be a guess.
I love
math.
Listen, I forgot to tell you going into the show, Dan, but I meant to ask you, are you ready to lose? You know, because I always win this game, and I'm going to win tonight.
I'll be honest. I played this probably like 5 times within just being in the chat, and I suck. I'm awful. So I'm waiting for this. This is my redemption here. I want to get on the big
That might be good news, Dan.
I'm better than this.
But listen up. Usually, people that are good in the chat, they come on the show, and they're not very good on the show. So maybe you got like an
we got like some sort of antithesis thing going on.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah. I like it.
Okay, guys, before we get started, Dan, you're the guest, so you get to pick. Do you want to go first, second, or third?
I'm going to go third.
Ooh.
Third. Okay, and you know what? We're going to mix it up a little bit. Who do you want to go first, Josh or John Luke? I'll let you pick the full order.
I'll let the champ go first.
Hey,
Let's let him start it off.
They both
The channel's down there like me.
I meant Josh.
We're wearing
I'm
very
sorry,
I meant Josh. Josh, go ahead.
We both got black shirts, but we got the yellow in there. Like good choice.
Oh, we both got the gray on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, let's go.
Just so everyone knows, this is my girlfriend's least favorite shirt that I own. I bought it on vacation. She said it was the ugliest thing she's ever seen.
It's extremely
It's just
ugly.
a giant
Moose.
deer.
Like, yeah, I'm about to say, is that a moose?
That's a moose.
I don't know.
What you think that deer look like?
That's way too bulky. That dude is way too bulky to be a deer.
I did say giant deer. A giant deer could look like a moose. Okay.
It's basically a
moose. Giant deer.
It's a giant pig with horns.
What? It's got horns.
Where were you on
Okay,
vacation
guys.
that you got that? Where you got that shirt? Just curious.
I was in Grand Lake, Colorado. If you could, along the side there, that's where it was. It was this little mountain town known for snowmobiling and fishing up in Colorado. Neither of which I found out I'm very good at. I knew I was a terrible fisher, but snowmobiles are a lot scarier than I thought they were. But they're very cool. Okay, that's enough of that. Dan, your shirt is much cooler. I'm sure my girlfriend would prefer I was wearing that gray shirt. But let's get
over here. Nothing special. Do I have a logo on this thing?
The Nike?
Yeah, it's a little Nike thing. I look like Mike Tagliari right here. Nike'd out.
I told you, Josh. Nike greater than Under Armour.
Fact.
I agree with that.
Maybe
Josh,
in terms of revenue, whatever.
Maybe in terms of everything.
Yeah, probably everything.
Your first poll is Nike versus Under Armour. I'm just kidding. No, your first poll, Josh, we're coming to you.
Nike
is who would you rather roster in redraft? Side A is Nick Chubb. Side B is Jonathan Taylor. What percentage of people selected Nick Chubb? We were just talking about him a little bit.
Yeah, we were just talking about Nick Chubb. I am a giant Nick Chubb fan. Snowmobiles are dope.
Snowmobiles are dope. Me saying that was not an indictment on snowmobiles. It was an indictment on myself and my ability to operate
just seem
one.
And jet skis. That's how I've always imagined that's how they ride.
It's a solid comparison.
They do. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, Nick Chubb, I'm a huge Nick Chubb fan. If Kareem Hunt wasn't there, I would be all about Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb would be a top 3 back, in my opinion, but guess what? Kareem Hunt's there. He's going to take away most of the receptions that Nick Chubb possibly could get. Jonathan Taylor, on the other hand, he's getting all the hype coming into this year. I know Marlon Mack and Nyheim Hines are still going to be there, but I'm very excited for Jonathan Taylor. I think more people are going to choose the Jonathan Taylor side here, but it's close. It's close, right? It's a redraft league. If it's dynasty, it's probably more in Jonathan Taylor's side, to be honest with you. But I'll say that I don't know. I'll say
that. Would you like any more information about this poll before guessing?
How many total votes were there?
2,200. And it's
There
from
you go.
2,200.
Ooh, look at that
2,200
sample size.
from
That's
Reddit.
a nice
yeah.
sample size.
JL, don't ask for some of the others.
I'll say that
You volunteered that one, I figured. Any other information you might want to know about this?
I was more alluding to the fact that it was from Reddit than the sampling size. But,
it was from Reddit?
It's from Reddit, just so you know.
Oh, wow. Actually, I'm actually really happy you gave me that. I'm going to raise. I was originally going to say like 36% Nick side A, but now I'm going to raise it a little bit. I'm going to go like 42% side A.
42%. Are you locking that in?
Locking it inside A. Let's go.
Locked it in at 42%. John Luke, do you think the actual percentage of people that selected Nick Chubb over Jonathan Taylor is over or under 42%?
I wish you wouldn't have told him that.
You like my 36% guess a lot more.
I do. I think this will be closer. I'm going to take the over.
John Luke taking the over. Dan, what are you doing here? You going the over with John Luke, or are you taking the other side?
Yeah, I think I agree with Josh's idea of, the scenarios of Jonathan Taylor getting up a little bit more steam as we approach draft season, especially Dynasty. He's younger, definitely carries a better offense. Well, yeah, I'd say better offensive potential. I'm going to take the over here as well.
We got double overs on your guess of 42%. We got a lot of guesses from the chat as well. Maria's in here saying, hey, FYF fam, welcome in. Rumboy side A is what they would prefer. Jay said 47%. Anthony said 47%. Clove said 10% Chubb.
10%.
Jay said 52%.
Whoa.
10%.
We got one
Chubb.
on the other side now. Burner said 49. Sully said 40. Craig said 40. And Pruthvish said 43%. Clove upped it. Said take it back. 44%. Forget.
I like that guess a lot.
And Dan said
44. That seems real nice. 44.
Dan said 73. So we have two people. We only have two people who guessed on that side. Pretty much everyone's on the same side as you, Josh, except for your brother and Dan, who went on the other side. Okay. The actual percentage of people out of 2,200 votes, John,
it's going to be
on
51,
Reddit is 66%. 66% chose Nick Chubb. Josh, you are off by 24 percentage points, so you get nothing. JL and Dan, you guys each get 2 points.
I'm surprised you went so low, Josh. I'm a
Nick Chubb.
That's
fan.
why I'm surprised.
I have just seen the community, and maybe I'm more in
like
line with the Twitter community. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor is taking over. We're seeing as a top 3 pick in a lot of leagues, and Nick Chubb is not going that high. So this is surprising for me. I love Nick Chubb. Don't get me wrong.
I think maybe another thing is, especially the part of Twitter we're in, and during this time of the year, it's a lot of dynasty talk, and even with the redraft talk, all that dynasty thought process bleeds into it. So maybe there's more of a redraft community over there on Reddit that is driving this value up for Nick Chubb.
I think Jay summed it up. Reddit is a different world than Twitter. But I think if we took this poll on Twitter, I think it would go the other way.
I agree. And I think Jay brought up a good point. Reddit's a different world than Twitter. And you have to remember, in most of your leagues, I know we've got like the Twitter leagues and stuff like that, but in your home leagues with other people, they're not all Twitter minded. So if this is a trade you would want to make or something, you got to keep in mind how the general public, not just our little Twitter universe, values these players, because we're playing fantasy with all these people out there, man. Everyone.
And I want to make it known, I think Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor, they're neck and neck for me in redraft. So I if it was my personal guess, I would have probably said 50% actually. No joke.
Dan said I'm the evil Eagle Dan variant. There's two Eagle Dans. Evil Eagle Dan. That's hard to say.
Eagle Dan.
Evil Eagle Dan.
Eagle Dan. Eagle Dan. Eagle Dan. Eagle Dan. Eagle Dan.
Dan's a go Dan.
I don't think you were saying
all of
eagle
us,
at some point there.
Shut your mouth, Josh. Shut your mouth.
John Luke, are you ready for your poll?
Yeah.
Okay, yours is simple. Who do you want in Dynasty? Side A, Jonnu Smith. Side B, Adam Troutman. What percentage of people selected Jonnu Smith? Just so everyone knows, all of these polls until the last one now are from Twitter. The last one is also from Reddit. So we're bookending it there. The rest from Twitter.
Oh God! All right. I think people are going to be down on Jonnu here. and especially with the Michael Thomas news. I'm assuming this is post Michael Thomas news.
This is yesterday.
I'm gonna go with 27%.
27%. Jonnu Smith locking that in?
Locking it in.
Okay, Dan, do you think the actual answer is over or under 27%?
Man, that's tough. That's a strong number there. 27%.
I agree. It's my favorite number. And I know we didn't talk about J.K. Dobbins at all, but J.K. Dobbins, 27, let's go!
That's fire. That's a great jersey too.
Troy, what is your picture?
I'm a big J.K. Dobbins jersey.
What is your avatar?
That's a great question.
Is that a self-portrait?
Please tell me a child drew that.
Is that a beard that's scribbled there? What is that?
That's a beard, a mouth goatee.
Right.
Troy, it's beautiful. Don't let these haters get to you. That's a beautiful
gang.
You are beautiful, Troy.
They really nailed your likeness.
I'm gonna go with the over once again here. I think Adam Trautman definitely has the age, has the upside, but I think Jonnu in a new location, he got the bag. I feel like some Twitter sphere knows that, and there's some appeal there despite having Hunter Henry to compete with, but I think it's more than 27%.
It's fair.
Dan locking in with the over on JL's guess of 27%. Josh, are you following suit or are you taking the under?
I mean, I think 27% is a solid guess. But I feel like I have to choose the over. I mean, Jonnu Smith's upside is absolutely there. He's an athletic freak at the tight end position. He was pretty good with the Titans, and if everything pans out well with the Patriots, he's going to be pretty good. I would rather have Adam Trautman, but I'm taking the over here.
Josh also taking the over. So far, everyone's taking the same over-under, and we've got some guesses in the chat. Dan Turner, the Evil Eagle Dan, said 27%. Jay said 27% as well.
27?
No. 27.
That's
I'm scared.
27, gang. Anthony said 63. Oh, Anthony did the inverse. He said, no, exact opposite of what JL said, 63%.
Probably a safe strategy.
Clove said 36%. Prithvi said 22%. Burner said 34%. And Craig said 33.33%. And Anthony said, damn, by Jonnu is what I'm hearing today based on these other guesses. Let's see what the results of the poll were.
Burner with the Leroy Jenkins.
Such a good
the actual percentage of people that chose Jonnu Smith over Adam Trautman in a dynasty league is 51%. 51% chose Adam Trautman.
Wow.
This is Twitter too.
Chose Jonnu Smith. This is Twitter.
How many votes?
591. I knew you were going to ask. It's a little below your 600 threshold, but it's pretty close.
I think it's perfect.
Close enough.
It's not enough to account for that 24% off. So, JL, with a guess of 24% off, you get nothing. But Dan and Josh, you guys correctly picked the over on JL's guess. So you guys get 2 points. Dan, through 2 rounds, is perfect and leads 4-2. And we are on to your poll.
This is going too well. This is going too well. This is where it goes south.
Can you be the only person in round 1 to score points on their poll? Because Josh and JL have failed to do so far. We'll see if you can build on
history
that
right now.
Am I making history?
Verified Dan, Eagle variant Dan making history. I like
that. Whenever we did this on podcast, we had at least one episode where the final score was like 5-2, like where nobody scored anything like the whole time, like going into the final round.
I see.
But we are on to your question. We did a running back question. We did a tight end question. Now we've got a wide receiver 1-for-1.
All right.
Which wide receiver would you rather have in Dynasty? Side A, Deebo Samuel. Side B, Laviska Shenault Jr. What percentage of people chose Deebo Samuel?
You give me the guy coming off an injury here.
I don't like that.
Oh, this is brutal.
This one is brutal. This one's brutal.
God,
so just you're guessing side A, Dan. So
Visca's got all the hype right now, man. With a new coach, Urban Meyer, we have no idea what that's going to look like. Deebo, I mean Brandon Ayuk. I'm thinking I'm going to go 4.
Jay said, did someone say Visca? Yeah, we did. He completely forgot that he was asking about the backpack Q&A. As long as we're talking about Visca, we can push that off.
I'm going to go 47.
I don't know that number.
I'm going to go 43 Debo.
43%.
Probably too high, but I'm going to go 43.
Oh, he's trying to get in your heads. He's trying to say, hey, guys, guess the under. Josh, are you taking his lead? Are you going to take his advice and take the under? Or are you taking the over on his guess of 43% for Debo Samuel?
Bounce back, Debo. Bounce back,
Dan,
Debo.
I hate that you made it 43% because I'm about the bounce back Debo. But if I know anything about this game, I got to take my personal bias out of it. And I've got to realize what is the Twitter community going to do? And they are so into Laviska Shenault, so in.
Oh, he's so hot right now.
It's Laviska so hot right now, Laviska. But I like Debo a lot, and I think they're actually a lot closer than they deserve to be. I'll take the under. It hurts me though. I'm going to take the under.
It feels safe.
Yeah, it feels
Josh
safe.
taking the under.
It feels right, to be honest. It feels right.
John Luke, I saw you bite your tongue not to say something when there was a Zoolander quote, but now we're coming to you. So if you want to disparage Zoolander first, you can go ahead and disparage Zoolander, and then you can get into your guess of over or under.
No, it's okay. I'm also going to go under here. Everybody knows I've been the biggest Debo fan since the Scott Fish Bowl draft. I am the biggest Debo
drafted him
since the biggest Debo Samuel.
What round did you take him in?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Big deal. He doesn't want to admit it.
Oh my god!
I doesn't want to. Round 1.
First pick.
Ballsy.
The 104, Debo Samuel.
But I have to go under. I feel like enough people are going to be Visca heavy here. So
John Luke taking the under. So we've got 2 unders on Dan's guess of 43%. We've got some guesses in the chat as well. Dan said, if this is Jay, it's 0% A. So Jay was the only one who voted on this. Anthony said 37% A.
I like 37.
Clove said 28. Burner said 23. Craig said 27.
Debo hate. Oof.
Dan said 43. He's right. The Dans are in lockstep with
I like
43 guys.
Let's go, Dan.
Jay said 36, and Pruthvish said 50%. Okay.
Come on, Twitter.
The actual percentage of people that took Debo Samuel over Laviska Shenault is 36%. Dan, you were 7 percentage points off, so you get 3 points.
That's good for everyone.
And you guys both correctly predicted the over-under, so you get 2.
Well done by you. You were the first one to get actual points on your guess. So.
Did Jay get it exactly right?
He did.
You did.
Nailed it.
Good job, Jay. Good job.
Hey.
You nailed it.
And then Anthony was only 1 percentage point off.
Yeah, we had some good guesses in there. Josh, you now have 4 points. JL, you have 4. And Dan, you have 7 after 1 round. It is still anybody's game, though. You guys were on top of it with your over-under guesses. But not as good at your guesses as Anthony and Jay were on that one. Anthony's honestly been killing it. He's been closest out of everyone on a couple now. Jay nailing 1. Scott Fish with an update. 100% sure I'm going with the Carhartt Deluxe Work Backpack. I'm glad you settled on that, Scott.
I'm gonna Google that. That sounds beastly.
Big mistake, Scott. Big mistake. You don't want that one.
Okay, guys. Josh, we are on to your second poll, the first poll of round 2. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay.
After round 1, I'm a little nervous.
This one's not a 1-for-1.
Dan's wrecking us right now.
Dan's just coming.
We're playing it humble right now. Still a lot of game to go.
This is a PPR Dynasty League, and it's asking, which side do you prefer in PPR Dynasty? Side A, Jamar Chase, or side B, CEH plus T. Higgins? What percentage of people chose the Jamar Chase side of this poll?
Whoa. All right. Let's unpack this, right? Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly. So Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they're on the same team, guys. They're both on the Bengals. Jamar Chase was the 4th overall draft pick, I believe, right? 4th or 5th? 4th, right? By the Bengals this season.
Jason said the second vaccine. So, guys, if you haven't gotten your second vaccine, here's another reason to go do so. It makes you better at poll perception.
Did not know that.
The CDC has not been widely reporting that, but we're hoping to get it out in the next report.
People are like, what is pole perception? what does that mean?
So I don't know. T. Higgins lit it up last year with the Bengals with Joe Burrow, right? He was freaking really good. Coming into this year before they had Ja'Marr Chase, I was all in on T. Higgins. And then they drafted Ja'Marr Chase, Joe Burrow's lover of sorts, you might say. They go back, they played together, they played together very well. Joe Burrow was highly influential in bringing
lovers of
Chase, right?
That's how I'm going to refer.
Why did it cross your mind?
From now on, that's how I'm referring to their LSU connection. Like people talk about their college connection. Okay.
Anyway, so Ja'Marr Chase above T. Higgins, right? For sure. But T. Higgins is awesome in his own right. And then you add in Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, I think he is ready for a breakout season. I believe he's going to be a top 15 running back this season. And I think I think his floor is like running back 20. He has a lot of upside. So I'm definitely going side B here. It's a dynasty PPR. Ja'Marr Chase is going to get a lot of catches, but it's low on Ja'Marr Chase's side, in my opinion. I'm going to go with I'll go 27%. J.K. Dobbins. No, let's go. J.K. Dobbins.
27%. That is the second 27% gas. Second 27% guess of the show so far. John Luke, do you think the actual answer is over or under 27% took the Ja'Marr Chase side of this trade?
It's a really good guess. I'm gonna take the under. I think enough people are going to we'd much rather have CEH and T. Higgins here. It's close then. I could see some people just believing fully in Ja'Marr Chase and not believing in CEH or T. Higgins, in which case I feel like this could swing, but I'm going to go under.
JL taking the under. A little torn, though, it sounds like. Dan, are you following JL on the under, or are you taking the over here? 27%.
Yeah, I think my gut tells me to tail JL here, but simple math is like, I don't know. I don't like this. Like, I don't know. If I'm the side that's receiving two players over one, I'm taking it. Like, especially with CEH's caliber, like as Josh was saying, easily top 15 upside. He's in one of the best offenses in the NFL. Why would you not get a running back who are way more valuable depending on, and he's a pass catching RB too. So it's not like you're getting a Nick Chubb here. And T. Higgins is a baller. So I think that there's a lot of mouths to feed in Cincinnati, but both of them are going to eat. So, I mean, you're getting 1A, 1B, which to me, Jamar's younger, but I think T. Higgins they're pretty close in age. So it's not that much of a difference. In terms of the over, I think I'm going to tail JL, man. I think that I'm going to trust Twitter here for a chance. I think that they're going to know that the right side is a little bit, or side B is a little bit more lopsided in terms of value and opportunity there. So I'm going to go the under as well.
We got the double.
So much pressure. 27 was a good guess. 27.
It was. It's a nice number. I was hoping you were going to go 30, and then I would have. Yeah.
I couldn't have gone that low. I'm reevaluating in my own head. I wish I went a little bit lower. But we'll see.
We got some guesses in the chat. Anthony also letting Scott know if there's any leather in that backpack, he unfollows you. Just so you know, Scott, that Carhartt better be tough from something besides leather. And Scott did not answer, but said getting it in black. So just skating the question. Craig guessed.
Don't worry about the leather.
Craig said 60% Chase. Anthony said 41% A. Wow. JFuse2 said 28. Burner with a guess of 27 right there with you.
Ooh, we're getting
Clove
close.
said 28. Jay said 15. Marty said 22. And Burner wants to know, Clove, why you got to hit him with the Price is Right strategy? Just taking $1 over. Okay.
I like that.
You guys ready?
Yep.
The actual percentage of people that chose the Ja'Marr Chase side of this trade is 11%. Josh, you were 16 percentage points off.
Thank you, Twitter.
Side of the range.
Thank you, Twitter. Thank you for doing the right thing.
That's so fun. I wrote down 12.
Well, you would have gotten some points. Too bad it wasn't your poll.
Went lower.
Yeah, well, Josh, whenever you said, I wish I would have gone a little bit lower, I was like, you have no idea how much you wish you would have gone just a little bit lower. You would have scored points, even if you were 1 percentage point lower. but you didn't. So JL and Dan, you guys each
I'm
get
losing.
2 additional points, bringing JL to 6. Dan
Usually
to 9.
tailing my picks does not work, so you're very lucky, Dan.
Dan's got points every single round.
Every round, he is straight up.
I owe you JL from those Prize Picks selections.
Oh my god, I owe you. Dan was helping me with some NBA prop single stat entries for Prize Picks for a little internal competition.
Oh, was he the one who got you your 5 out of 5?
Five pick flex. It was like what, 4 out of 5 one day, and then the next day was 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
9 out of 10. My god.
Man, you made some money there.
Yeah, go follow Dan. Go follow Dan.
Yeah,
trust me.
When I said multi-sport phenom, we weren't lying. He
was not lying.
The proof is in the pudding. Craig said Twitter faith is redeemed. He's right there with you, Dan. He put his faith in Twitter and he believes in it now. Figured they would go nuts on Chase, but they didn't. Anthony said Dan 11. Spinal Tap is happy. That's about it. And Jay says, I think JL has multiple notebooks. He writes different answers on so he can hold one up and look smart.
I do.
Before you know it, JL's just going to have a sheet that has 1 through 100 written on it, and he's just going to hold it up and be like, see, I wrote it. JL, that was not one of your good guesses.
No,
Sully agree with you. He says, glad to see Twitter hasn't completely lost it. Yeah, I think
if we're being honest, I would accept that trade every day of the week. You know, I would trade away Ja'Marr Chase for CE.
Oh yeah,
all day. Someone sending that through, smash accept.
Yep.
This just in: Blake Bortles has been released by the Packers.
No.
What in the hell?
That's big news. That's actually big
news. What are they doing?
What are they doing? No, big mistake.
It's actually big news because I think it shows that they expect to have an extra quarterback in there.
Rodgers reported to camp from what I read today.
Right?
So I think
he showed up. He walked in the building. He doesn't
and they expect him
money.
To play, right? That's
100%.
The biggest part. That they expect him to play week 1. That's why they got rid of the Blake Bortles.
And the other news, just so everyone's aware, it's likely, like with the way they're restructuring the deal or setting it up for Rodgers, they're setting it up in such a way that he will most likely not be in Green Bay next year.
No.
So that's what it's looking like. He will not be in Green Bay next year from what we're being told. So bake that into your dynasty rankings accordingly. But for this season, it's all go ahead for Devontae Adams, Amari Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Aaron Rodgers.
Randall Cobb reunion. We'll see.
So
he's making his demands.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm excited that Rodgers finally that saga is at least approaching an end, so we can talk about them without an asterisk going forward. That's been annoying having to say like if Rodgers plays.
Right.
Actually.
Okay, John Luke, are you ready for your next poll?
Oh no, I need to get ready. Runners.
Okay. The question is, who would you prefer in a half PPR dynasty? Side A, Antonio Gibson. Side B, Najee Harris. What percentage of people took the Antonio Gibson side of this poll?
This sucks. Oh, man. Oh, okay. In not dynasty, I feel like Antonio Gibson's ADP is higher than Najee Harris in most formats, but not by much. I'm gonna go with 51%.
Oh, you're high.
51%, locking it in.
Lock it in.
Okay.
You said you'd rather have Antonio Gibson. Go higher.
I wouldn't rather have Antonio Gibson. I'm saying that his ADP is higher.
Dan, do you think the actual answer is over or under 51% on the Antonio Gibson side of this trade?
I'm going to take the over because I think even though Najee Harris is like the best rookie running back in the class, he had 43 receptions in his last year of college. I think the hype train around Antonio Gibson is just moving, and rightfully so. The dude's a beast, called CMC Light by Ron Rivera. I think we're only seeing the beginning of what this guy can really do in the pass game. I think J.D. McKissick is going to be an afterthought eventually. So I'm going to trust the public here and ride the wave that is Antonio Gibson.
Dan taking the over. Trust in the public yet again. Twitter restored some faith in him with the last question. Josh,
this could be a huge mistake. Who actually has faith in Twitter right now? Like, what am I doing? Risking it all.
Josh, are you following Dan and taking the over? Or are you taking the under on JL's guess of 51%?
Well, I from what I've seen in my little circle, I feel like Najee Harris is going above Antonio Gibson in both redraft and dynasty right now. That's just what I've been seeing. I'm gonna go ahead and take the under, and I also feel like I kind of have to take the under almost just to separate myself from Dan because he has 5 more points than me right now, and I'm just playing that game theory, right? So I'm taking the under. Let's go.
You split the room, JL. For the first time this game, you've got a split response after your guess. We've got some guesses from the chat. Looks like a lot of people in step with you. Jay said 50%. Dan said 47.
Oh, Dan, you faded me, brother. What happened?
Burner said 69. Craig with 51. Marty with 55. Clove with 40. And Sully with 53%. So most of the guesses are right there
around you. Yeah.
The actual percentage of people that selected Antonio Gibson over Najee Harris in a half PPR dynasty league, according to this poll, is 59%.
Oh no!
59%.
I'm so screwed.
John, you get 3 points for being within 10. Dan, you get an additional 2, and Josh, you struck out. You get nothing.
Yeah.
Game theory. You played yourself, son.
I played myself.
That
I do feel like
theory.
I'm seeing Najee Harris going above Antonio Gibson in most places. I know the ADP is not showing that, like JL said, but it is what it is.
You could have guaranteed you stayed within 5 of Dan by taking the same guess as him.
I know what,
but that's okay. That's okay. Tim said Bortles never left the Denny's parking lot with Cutler. Yeah, that's why he got cut. They just been
smoking cigs. Ripping cigs. They Cutler in the Denny's parking lot.
It worked for him in Jacksonville, but they got different standards up in Green Bay. You don't rip cigs at a Denny's. It's got to be at like I don't know, Tim Hortons or something. Is Wisconsin far enough north to have Tim Hortons?
I don't know if they get outside of Canada.
I saw some in northern Michigan. I saw a Tim Hortons up there, so I think there's some in the U.S. Okay. We are on to your last poll before the final round. Dan,
by the way, there are definitely Tim Hortons in America. No, I've been to a couple. They're up north more. Yeah. Buffalo, New York, upstate New York and stuff. Yeah.
And Dan Turner said reverse psychology worked perfectly. Good job, Dan. He was just taking the other side of it. Good teamwork. Are you ready for your final poll before the last round?
I am, but I have one request.
Okay.
Before you deliver the results of this one, can you do your drum roll, your patented drum roll?
I can do the drum roll. Do I have a patented drum roll? I can knock it out. We can do a drum roll. Yep. We can throw a drum roll in there. I got you. It had been a while since I pulled that one out. Okay, Dan. With a drum roll coming up before the results, which player would you rather roster in Dynasty? Side A, Chase Edmonds, or side B, Odell Beckham Jr.? What percentage of people chose the Chase Edmonds side of this poll?
Jeez. What a freaking
screw it up, Dan.
Oh, here.
Screw it up, Dan.
I have no clue of, oh man, what is Odell off another injury-riddled season? Chase Edmonds, now he's got John Connor to compete with, but I don't think that's really a thing.
John Connor.
That's so non-Terminator, man.
We're talking about Terminator, man.
Yeah.
Dude is just not reliable at all. Dynasty. I'm gonna go with a man. This is not good.
No, this is not an easy one. I'm jumbling around my brain trying to figure it out.
I'm gonna go with a 49%.
The tough part about this one is both of these players have been in such flux the last couple seasons.
Right. I mean, I love the upside of Chase Edmonds, man. I think he could be a solid RB2 most weeks. You know, he may not get all the goal line work, and obviously Kyler's legs are also going to be a problem there to hurt his value. But I don't know. Odell, we just don't know what we're getting anymore, you know? Yeah, I think 49 is a safe measure. I think that's kind of in between, pretty much a toss-up.
49% locked in. Josh, are you taking over or under his guess of 49%?
It feels like a good guess to me. I think that there's enough people out there that are still believing in Odell Beckham to have a comeback if he's able to stay healthy. Again, with the James Conner and everything, and like Chase Edmonds like taking away your carries. I think people are a little worried about Chase Edmonds at the moment, even though they're probably getting drafted in relatively same range. I'm going to take the under here. I'm going to go with the Odell Beckham side a little bit more.
Josh taking the under here. John Luke, are you taking the over or under on this guess?
I'm taking the under as well. I don't think Chase Edmonds – I feel like Chase Edmonds' hype has just been a little bit more recent than Odell Beckham. It feels like people have been campaigning for Odell Beckham throughout the offseason. So it's a super good guess. I could be wrong. I'm taking the under.
Sully's the man.
Sully coming in saying Dan just keeps spitting facts. Great guess as usual, 100%. We got double unders from JL and Josh with a guess of 49% from Dan over here. The actual percentage.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm out of practice.
I forgot about
that. Is 37%.
No way.
12%. You were 12 percentage points off, so you still get 1 point.
Where is it?
You get 1 point. And Josh
36.
and JL, you guys each get 2 points.
What is that notebook?
It's just like a hodgepodge.
Don't worry about that.
I just write things down. Look at this. Dan, only you'll probably get this. Chase Payne community. it makes no sense.
Was that from last week's meeting?
Probably. I just write things down as things are happening, and it really makes zero sense.
I generally wonder how many people actually go back to their notes and do something actionable from it. Like you take the notes, like, oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and this,
and then you're never
actually going back and scratch it off. Like I just have a bunch of papers all over my desk that say a bunch of different things I did not accomplish.
Yeah,
I was going through my notebook
I always
yesterday,
do that.
and I found this page, and I have no idea what I was doing. Like there's just
are you doing Minesweeper or
0-1s or
your nails look beautiful though. That's all that matters.
Oh, thank you. I got them redone. J-Wall was talking shit about my nails on the FanDuel stream, so I went and got them done the next day. So now we're good. I literally have. Thank you. I got that bling on that one. We got a little bit of sparkle on one nail.
I was about to say, is that little shimmery silver there?
It is. She hooked me up.
Yeah.
I said, give me some bling on one of them, and she said, I got you. Jay said you're not fooling anybody, JL, with your multiple.
I just have a bunch of different numbers written down in this notebook, and then whenever it's close, I just go, "Oh, guys, look at that one."
Anthony said JL is just following Josh. Stop the BS.
Duh.
And she said, "I go back to my notebooks
that's
and
how
throw
he's
them
scoring so many
away."
more points than me.
And Jay wants to know, is that a cry for help in binary code? Yeah, please save me. These guys are keeping me hostage. I don't even want to host Full Perception. I'm just kidding. It is not a cry for help. They're forcing me to drum roll. I get off the stream and cry. No, after 6 full rounds, guys, Josh, you are in last place with 6 points. JL, you have 11 points. And Dan, you have 13. So JL or Dan, if you guys get this one closest, you will win. Josh, if you get it closest, but not exactly right, you tie for second. But if you get it exactly right, you will be the winner. So there's still hope for you.
I'm getting exactly right.
Hope remains.
Dan, do you happen to have pen and paper handy with all this talk about notes?
Let me grab another random sheet of paper here.
Perfect. And then you can write it down, throw it to the side, and never read it again. But make sure it stays on your desk for the next couple years until it becomes overwhelmingly full of papers and you have to have like a panic cleaning session. That's the only way to get rid of papers like that. Perfect. Your final poll, guys. This comes to you from Reddit, and this was posted today. They said, who is the better RB2 for redraft in 2021? For additional context, they said, my RB1 is Alvin Kamara. I don't know if that affects the answer at all, but that is all the context from the poll. Who is the better RB2 for redraft in 2021? Side A, J.K. Dobbins. Side B, Austin Eckler. What percentage of people chose the J.K. Dobbins side of this? This is from Reddit.
I don't like this.
Where's your J.K. Dobbins jersey, Josh? We said Dobbins.
I don't even want to show it. J.K. Dobbins, yeah. Go for him, his side. Yeah.
Anthony said, bro, Simon's nails match his shirt. This is not a coincidence. Gray is not a hard color to match, though, so we're good there. I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Burner coming in here. Burner, watch your language in the chat, man. Like, seriously, come on.
Jeez, Burner, chill.
How many results did we get on this Reddit poll?
Oh, how many responses? There was 573 votes whenever I tallied this.
Under the JL threshold.
It's under the JL threshold. I struggled a little bit because we played some poll perception on Friday, so I wanted to get only polls from then on, just in case JL was searching through all the polls while looking for them. So
there's a 0% chance I would have remembered any results of the hundreds of polls I scrolled through. I promise. I already have a terrible memory.
Also, somebody deleted all of the polls that they used except for one out of their banners folder on StreamYard, so I was unable to go back and check without watching the video to see if that poll had been used. John Luke.
Oh, I do. It's too hard to keep track of them.
See, what had happened was, and then...
Yeah, well, what had happened was...
Someone said, "Whoa, a little low, Simon." Did I throw an insult at someone? Did I say something? I don't even remember. I'm so sorry, Sully.
Shots were mildly fired.
Shots are mildly fired. What in the world could that mean? I'm shooting you, but this is just mild.
But
just
it's a Nerf gun.
shots.
Right.
Okay, are you guys ready? Everyone have their answer written down?
Yeah.
Josh,
guess.
I'm going to ask you to reveal first since you are in last place. What is your answer? 19% from Joshua.
Whoa.
JL, you are in second.
Shit.
What is your guess? 24% from John Luke. And Dan, you've got the final answer. What is your answer here?
I'm scared for this one.
43%.
43% from Dan.
Let's go!
Woo!
I'm trusting
Josh-
Reddit here. Let's go.
Dan trusts in Reddit. He said Twitter hasn't let him down. Let me see what Reddit can do. Josh guessed 19%. JL guessed 24. Dan guessed 43. We've got some guesses in the chat. Jordan agreeing with Dan. He said 43. Jay said 25. Marty said 34. Sully said 28.
Low.
Burner said 13%.
They're going down and down.
Anthony said
This isn't
14.
looking good for me.
Yo, MCAT said Reddit loves Eckler. And Dan said
I didn't know that.
18%. Oh, and Sully said no, the poll numbers, brother. The numbers were going down. Whenever he said, whoa, a little low, Simon, the numbers just kept getting...
I started out at 32, and then I just kept moving it down. I was like 27. No, okay, 24. Oh.
Craig said, you guys are awesome. I don't know what we did to deserve that, but you're awesome, Craig.
You're delirious, Greg.
Anthony said, Josh, you don't deserve that Dobbins jersey.
Yeah, send that this way. I could use that Dobbins jersey.
Listen up. We're not trying to. It's not my opinion. It's what I think other people chose here, right? You know?
You don't deserve it, Josh.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
The actual percentage of people that chose J.K. Dobbins over Austin Eckler is 23%. John Luke, you were 1 percentage point off. You are the winner of today's game.
Get out of
you
here.
stole it from Dan in the last round.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Torture.
Oh my God. How's that feel, Josh?
I was rooting for you there, honestly. I really was. I don't want this guy to win it. Being honest.
All I cared about was not tying in second with Josh. That's really all I cared about.
Well, Josh, your guess of 19% would have been good enough to win the final round on most episodes, but Jail was within
if
1
I had
percentage
stuck
point.
with 32 or
that would have been great.
Or 27, I think we would have tied. Yeah. Oh, I still would. Yeah, you wouldn't have. You would have been third place still, I think, in that scenario. But
Dan, you led the entire game, but JL stole the victory from you at the last second, came in second place.
Whatever,
but thank
JL.
you so much for coming on today and hanging with us. Guys, if you do not follow Dan, I'm going to say it again. Go follow him on Twitter right now at Dan Titus. He doesn't just do NFL. He's an NBA phenom as well. Just ask JL with his success with the Prize Picks tournament. Dan helped him out over there. You can find Dan. Dan's got his own podcast, The Stretch 4, and then he does NBA player props over at Action Network and NBA and Fantasy with the Sports Gaming Podcast or the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, excuse me. And then NBA and NFL over at FanDuel. Dan, thank you again for coming on today.
I can do that too.
Fantasy Pros.
Fantasy Pros.
Add to the
Fantasy
portfolio.
Pros.
Make the connect.
They both start with fan. Dan, thank you for coming on today, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Great game. And couldn't come home in the closing moments, but, I didn't lose, so that's great. Josh, not your best moment, but, I'm happy that JL got the dub today,
My man.
Well, there was one thing that happened, and I just got to say this: trading makes fantasy fun.
There it
I
is.
knew it.
There,
I
all
knew
right.
it.
There
Sully
you
says, hate
Nice.
how they all. He said, hate how they rig these games and steal the glory from the deserving guests. Yeah, jail
Yeah,
Venmo'd
I'm
me
with that,
$50.
Sully. Preach, Sully.
But Dan, let me just tell you this: I want to get you back on the show. I want to play against you again because I know next time I'll beat you. All right?
Do it.
Not letting you win
Challenge,
next time, all right?
challenge accepted.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
And Jay, echoing what you said, Josh, Dan
Thanks,
was a
Jay.
phenomenal guest. We have to have
Yeah,
him back
absolutely
soon. Absolutely, we'll have to have you back.
No doubt.
And then Craig coming in, Sully, if I can win, you can too someday. And Berner said, Dan makes fantasy fun. Dan
True.
does make
That's
fantasy
facts.
fun.
Sure.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Hashtag suck it, JL, but JL
Suck it,
won.
Burner. That suck.
And Anthony, we will
That's
launch
awesome.
a full internal investigation into this. Josh is going to lead the
I
charge.
wouldn't have allowed like JL to win and me coming. That's just not real.
That's why you're leading the investigation. That's why we're
Let's
going to
get
let
the
you lead
internal
the
affairs
investigation.
involved
Yeah,
here.
we're FYFIA.
All right, let's make that happen.
Josh and Dan leading the investigation, keeping me and Jay out of it. The
Yeah,
interested
this messed
parties.
up.
Guys,
you know they
I
went to
think that
Clemson together, right?
Go look at our text. Clear it up real quick.
yeah,
Was
Wow,
there-
you guys talk about poop a whole lot.
like man, you guys really love that fun fact about diarrhea that you say all the time. You text it to each other
Every
every
morning.
single day.
Why do you just have all caps Jeffrey Bezos text to each other every night? Jeffrey
Yeah.
Bezos.
Jail's the worst. I woke up the other morning with a text to him that was just Jeffrey Bezos in all caps. And since then, it's been like 2 days. That song has been playing on repeat in my head nonstop.
Yes.
Like that was just the first thing I saw when I woke up. So for everyone listening, I hope the Jeffrey Bezos song is stuck.
Yes,
in
and
your
if
head
it's
right now.
not, then go watch Bo Burnham's special.
Okay, guys, I think that's that's it for us today. Josh, you're on the clock in Razzball. Dan, thank you again so much for joining us.
I'm
We'll be
on it.
back. We'll be back at 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, playing our newest game yet again, Fantasy Fortune with special guest Heath Cummings. So if you want to
He's
come watch, I've
freaking
got the
coming.
hiccups.
CBS
I'm sorry.
podcast. Let's go.
Bert
I'm
Keith
excited.
Cummings.
I'm excited.
Heath
Let's
is
go. Heath
coming.
Cummings. Yeah, he's coming.
Heath is coming to play Fantasy Fortune tomorrow. So make sure you guys check that out. We are out of here, though. Adios, everybody.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
See you guys. Love you.